Most people don't wake up one day and decide they want a Lamborghini. They wake up tired, tired of routine, tired of trading time for money, tired of knowing exactly what their next 20 years look like. So they start searching, not for greed, for leverage, something that runs after hours, something that doesn't need permission, something that might finally tip the scale. That search is older than the internet, but the way it's packaged today is new. Every generation has its version. Before social media, it was property seminars. Before that, it was sales systems. And today, it's trading, e-commerce, AI, crypto, different labels, same promise. This is how people escape. And to be clear, some people do. That's what makes the story believable. Trading became attractive because it looked pure. No inventory, no customers, no boss, just skill. Charts don't care who you are. Markets don't know your background. That idea is powerful, and it pulls people in who are genuinely trying to improve their lives, not gamblers, not fools, regular people. Here's where things quietly change. Because alongside trading, an entire support industry forms. Education, communities, signals, challenges, affiliates, content. None of these are evil. In fact, some of the people building them are very good entrepreneurs. That's the uncomfortable part. They understand attention. They understand scale. They understand that income tied to audiences is more stable than income tied to markets. So they do both. They trade and they build a following. Then eventually, the following becomes the business. At that point, something subtle happens. The trading results don't need to be consistent anymore, because the real leverage isn't the trade, it's the audience. If one video reaches 1 million people and 1,000 of them buy a $50 product, you can do the math. That income doesn't depend on wins or losses. It depends on belief, and belief scales better than performance. This isn't deception, it's psychology. Losses don't inspire. Losses don't convert. Losses don't grow audiences. Wins do. So wins are what you see. Screenshots, live streams, challenges, extreme reactions. It's not about the money. It's about momentum. Because momentum feeds the system. Here's the part that hits hardest. Most people don't fail because they're bad at the hustle. They fail because the cost of participation is never framed honestly. Courses, tools, fees, retrees, time. Each one feels small on its own. Together, they add up. And slowly, quietly, the side hustle designed to create freedom starts costing more than it produces. Not for everyone, but for most. This is where frustration turns inward. People blame themselves. I didn't work hard enough. I chose the wrong strategy. I need one more push. But the real misunderstanding is simpler. They thought they were entering a skill-based game. They were also entering a marketing ecosystem, one that doesn't require them to win in order to function. Notice something else. The traders who built real reputations before social media rarely live online. They don't smash screens. They don't flex losses. They don't perform wealth because their income doesn't depend on being watched. That difference matters. This video isn't anti-trading, and it's not anti-side hustle. It's about understanding what sits behind the curtain. Because every modern escape plan comes with two paths. One where you build skills slowly, quietly, without an audience, and another where the audience is the product. The confusion happens when those two paths look the same from the outside. Most people chasing a way out aren't stupid. They're hopeful. And hope is easy to monetize when the system doesn't have to show the full picture. On this channel, the goal isn't to tear anything down. It's to slow things down long enough to see what's really happening. Because once you understand where the money actually comes from, you stop blaming yourself and start asking better questions.